Hi. Interested in biology and behavior? And ready to ignite your mind? Then why not read Whispers of Nature? By Mike Pearce on Amazon Books. Here are some excerpts from the chapters. We are very adaptable. And bold. No one can say we have not survived successfully for thousands of years. We evolved over 15 million years ago in the North Atlantic, nesting on the cliff faces around the coast. Our ancestors were slow movers compared to us. And many were plant eaters, being derived from dinosaurs. As Aldous Huxley suggested. With our large wings, not membranous like pterodactyls, we could escape the threats from predators or changes in the environment. Our feathers helped us to survive wintry conditions. And we did not need to warm up, using the heat from the sun like our reptilian ancestor. Not for you, the other flies shouted to the bee. Shoo, go back to your flowers. But the bee took no notice and continued circling. It now hesitated directly above me, and began to hover as if to land. If it landed with its large weight, it would surely sink into the cowpat, and may not be able to fly out. Or if it fell on me, I could be submerged. He had obtained the donkeys from a rescue center, as they were previously neglected. They were all related, and some were quite old. But carrying small children was no great effort for them, as they had been used to carrying heavy sacks of coal from a nearby open pit mine, and sacks of cockles. Days were not free from insects. Mosquitoes could bite through your socks. Biting gnats could congregate and feed on your sweat. Generally, beetles are everywhere. In dried vegetables, tunneling in flour and floating to the surface. When pepper is added to your soup. At first appearance I looked like any other reptile. But even with a spiny sail I would have just joined the other numerous evolutionary experiments at this time. My skin is soft, and scales are on the underside. Oh. I traveled up higher with successive gusts and landed on top of a London bus. Here it was difficult to grip the shiny bus surface. And I could not walk far. I needed quickly to find a host plant to feed on. Another horse chestnut. A sycamore. Lime or even some ivy. Luckily, many of the lime trees hung over the buses. And I was swept up by a branch onto the top of a flat roof at Kensington Mansions. To feed, it would dive down huge depths, not using its cone-shaped teeth to catch prey, but sucking in giant squid and octopus which it disturbed on the ocean floor. Some say its intestine is the longest in the world. One could say its head was a huge, blocked-shaped structure full of a mixture of waxes and fats. Some say this weight helped it sink to the great depth where you would find it. Its brain is certainly 5 times in size of that of a human. The whale was so big that it took a team of experts and several cranes to deal with it. It took 2 large carts to carry away its liver. It was a difficult task. The oil in its head was used for candles and other cosmetic items. The council managed to persuade the experts to give some of the skeleton for display. And somehow one could find its bones on the front of shops, or in their window displays. Too hot or cold, I retreat into my burrow and coil up, and my systems slow down like a hibernating bear. As my skin is sensitive, I can be injured by the warmth of a human finger if they pick me up. That is why I wriggle. The extraordinary variety of stick insect eggs provide an insight into the diversity of life on Earth. Many eggs resemble the seeds of plants. You just have to see the seeds of the castor oil plants, ricinus, and passion fruit to see the resemblance. Different shapes, surfaces, sizes, and sculptured features can be species-specific. This book, Whispers of Nature, includes many examples of biology and behavior, often in short stories. It is readily available on Amazon Books. See also the other books on Amazon by the same author.